Hey everyone, welcome to Piccadilly Stampin'. I'm Pamela Pick. If you are new to my channel, please click that little bell and subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of my tutorials. Today I have a Quickadilly, which is just a short little video. So if you like what I've done, please leave a comment down below. So here's what we're going to be doing today. This sweet little treat holder, isn't it cute? Okay, let me get started and show you. We're going to be using, I know you've seen me use this a lot, but the Sweetest Star Bundle. This bundle, when purchased together, you do save 10%. It's so adorable. So I've used Santa in one, I've used the gingerbread in one, and now it's time for Mrs. Claus. And I'm also going to be using that Sweet Wishes to make this. So let me show you what else I have. I am using the Snowy Scenes DSP. Because I loved this Christmassy green and white, or green, white, and red wavy lines. Now it does have the holly berries on the other side, and you can use whatever you want to make yours, but I chose this one. I really like it. It has a little bit of petal pink in there. So let's pull this out because we'll be needing that. And let me move this aside. And we're going to start with, let's just stamp Mrs. Claus. So she is a photopolymer stamp, which is why I use the Stampin' Pierce Mat. I'm using the Memento Tuxedo Black ink because I want her to really stand out. So let me make sure I've got her inked very well. And we'll go ahead and give it a press. Give just a moment. I'm not rocking it because I don't want it to be a blurred image, but I am giving it a good press to make sure that I get her on there fully. Okay, let's do a little bit of blends. Now I'm not doing blends for blending. I'm doing blends for coloring. And I have the Dark Poppy Parade, and the color combo came from the paper that I chose. Now, when you're doing her, she is a little bit more complicated because she has all these ruffles. So here's what I would say. Take your time. It doesn't have to be exactly perfect, but if you put the alcohol marker tip, and I am using the brush end, kind of up in that center and pull out, then you keep it from feathering over into her ruffles. So I'm going to do her in red so that she matches Santa. And because I'm right-handed, if you'll notice, I'm going to be turning this so that I don't want to concentrate on those black lines, so that my hand is always where I am on the right-hand side of the image, so that I can come in very quickly and fill in without spending time on those black lines. That's how you get all of that feathering. You know, when it feathers out past the line. Or if you're like me, it's just because coloring was not my best skill. And I'm going to turn it again because I've got little white areas. And sometimes all you have to do, because it is an alcohol-based marker, is if you turn it and just put a little tap down, it'll kind of fill in that little white spot. So careful around the little. Now you could do this another way too, is stamp it out on the red paper and then go back in with like a jelly marker to get the white in her garment here. There's something about when you're doing this, I think that's kind of peaceful. It's like that adult coloring. Only when I'm done, instead of it being stuck in a book somewhere, I have a gift to give. And I love that. But it is kind of peaceful. My fingers are going very lightly across that. Okay, this is the hardest part of the whole project, was coloring in her dress. Okay. Again, that was Poppy Parade. Then for her shoes, I've got a little bit of pecan pie. This is the light pecan pie. So I'm going to put this down here for her shoes. And then I will do the light petal pink for her skin. So we'll do her little legs here. And her hands. And her face. And so because I'm kind of going over these lines, I'm going to go very quick on here and leave her hair white around the images so they don't, I got just a little bit there. And then I'm going to use the dark petal pink because I am using it. It is in the paper. And I'm going to fill in her apron. And then for finishing touches, I'm going to use the light bubble bath on the brush tip end. And I'm going to come right here, make little blushing cheeks. And that will kind of feather out. And so let me just stop a minute, and I'm hoping you can see that on camera. Okay, so easy. Sweetest Star Punch for the Sweetest Star bundle. And she's done. Now that is the hardest part of this whole project. Now let's get to some fun here. I have a piece of scrap garden green, and that is the color that matches in the DSP. That's where I got it from. And I'm going to cut that at 3 inches. And don't worry about the measurements. If you sign up for my email, you can get them for free. And then I am going to score this at, let me get the score blade out. So 2.5 by 2 3/4 by 1/2 inch. Okay. So I'm going to fold this up here on the edge. And then I'm going to fold this one down. And then this one down so that I have like basically a little ledge there, like a matchbook. Okay, so see, it's like a matchbook. You have your little 1/4 inch here, and then you have the little sleeve that tucks in. So what I'm going to do is just get a stapler, and I'm going to staple this kind of in the center like that. And then I have these cute little Ghirardelli chocolates. So this is perfect because this is going to match really well. And I want to stick this in here. Let's grab this DSP. And I believe this is already pre-cut at 2 1/4. So let me check. Yes, it is 2 1/4. So I need 2 3/4. And I had a scrap here, and maybe it's gone. Might be gone. That's okay, because we'll just take another scrap. And I just want, like, this is the petal pink. Let's do a 1/2 inch off the end of this, and then let's move this to 2 3/4, like so, of the petal pink. And I want to attach this to the center. Let's see. Of my DSP. So I'm pulling out that color that's less dominant in this paper. So we'll attach that on. There we go. And then we're going to turn around and attach this to the front of our matchbook. These are so easy. It takes more time for me to explain it as I go than it really does to do these, especially if you're doing these in production, which I did want a few. I went on Amazon to look for the cello bags that I wanted, but you know, they're like 100, 300. I only needed like a dozen. So I decided to go and look for cello bags at Walmart. And I wanted food safe. So I found these, and these do work. Let me pull these out. These are, what are they called? Pop bag kits. They do work. You do have to, the only thing of it is I had to do an extra steps, because this is, the way they packaged it, I had to sit with my heat tool to kind of get that out, which these would work just fine. Don't get me wrong. There's like a dozen in there. And then I found these. There's 25 in here. And I want to say they were $1.50. I don't remember. But these are gusseted. They are 4 by 9, which is too big. So I decided to use this one. I liked that I didn't have to have that extra step. So let me show you. I cut this down to 6 inches here. I just put it in and cut it down. Instead of paying $20, $30 from Amazon, I thought I can do that one extra step. So we have this cut down. It's 4 by 6 now. Coming back to our project, I wanted to give that a moment to dry. Then I want to take this Piccadilly, and these are so fun at Christmas. My husband loves to give little gifts to his office mates, put them on their desk and stuff. And I don't know if this is going to be his thing this year or not, or to his drivers. So okay, so now we have that on there. And then all you do, because it's stuck with just 2 of those little mini glue dots, is you take it and you tuck it like so. Okay, moving on. Let's take her and let's go ahead and put some mini glue dots on the back of her. I have a piece of, and you probably wouldn't have needed that many. I just did that many. I have a piece of just scrap basic white. It's just a total scrap piece. And I'm going to use the Memento Tuxedo Black that I had out here. And I'm going to ink that up. I'm going to take that Sweet Wishes, give that a press without rocking so that that ink transfers. And then, here, I've got my little trimmer. I'll just pull this one out. So, I just want that nice and tight up there. So that Sweet Wishes. And sometimes, I don't know if you guys save scraps. I save scraps. Sometimes I get so many of them, it's kind of like, time to get rid of you. And I'm just going to trim it down. You don't have to. You can leave it the whole length if you want, but I'm just going to trim this down a little bit because I feel like right here where the, I want to cover that up where that is. So where the staple is. So I'm just going to put the sentiment right here. Sweet wishes. Right down here at the bottom. Like that. Okay. Now, removing these backs. Do you know if you press it down with your thumb, it's easier to remove these things? Just with your thumbnail, just press it down. Okay. So then I'm going to stick her right on here. Now, this is good enough, but I love to decorate and give these things away. So since this is a gusseted, meaning it has the little fold in there so you can open it up wide, I want to slide this down the front. Now, you wouldn't need to with the other one. I'm going to slide it right down the front. There you go. I just think when something is packaged really pretty, it seems more fun than what it is. You know, this is just a little Piccadilly peppermint bark chocolate one, you know, but this is going to make this really fun and cute to give away to your friends and neighbors, a little neighbor gift. Leave this with a handmade card in the mailbox for someone, or at the front door, I guess, because I don't think you're supposed to do the mailbox, but my neighbors don't complain. Okay. I'm just going to use a little bit of seal, not much, just a little Stampin' seal. And I'm going to come here and press that down. That makes it easier for them. But you know, you can still really get in this thing. And instead of putting the seal there, I decided that I wanted to use some of the gold and silver trim. Now you can use whichever you want, but I really liked the silver with this to add just a little bit of glitz. So I'm going to take this around like so, and we'll just cut that off. And let's tie this right here. Now tie it a little bit tighter because it will relax a bit. Put your finger down. I like to use my middle finger to make that bow. That sounded bad. Not my middle finger, my ring finger, I guess. And then pull that tight. And then you can adjust that bow however you want. Okay. Like so. There we go. Now see, that just kind of loosens up a little, but it gives a little bit of glimmer to the whole project, and it makes it really special. Isn't this extremely cute? How cute is that? And honestly, with this stamp set, I just wanted to demonstrate the Mrs. Claus. Let me move this down just a hair under her belly. I think that's cute. Because I have done Santa, but you could use whatever you wanted. This set is one of my absolute favorite this season. It's very reasonably priced with that punch, and then you save that extra 10% off. It's so cute. Now, because this is a treat, I didn't do any like embellishments on there, but you could if you wanted to make it really fancy, but they're just going to rip this off and eat that treat. And I thought there was no need to do that. I'll put it on a card to go with it. But isn't that adorable? It takes something so little and makes it so sweet. Someone knows that you cared about them, that you thought about them, just taking something so little like that and making it cute. Okay, so you can find these items in my online store. I'll definitely put a link down below in the description box. If your order to purchase this is over $150, please do not use this host code, but if it is under, please use this host code, and this gets you into my perks program. Again, if you liked this, please leave a comment, like, share, sign up for my email. I'll definitely leave a link down below in the description box, and I have a special earn a free ribbon wrap. So I had a bunch of these made. for a giveaway with a purchase of $85 before tax and shipping. Now this is only while supplies last, so if you would like to get one of these, make an $85 purchase before tax and shipping, and I will have your name and address and I will send you one. So this makes those double bows, and I will be doing another video about that shortly to get that out to you, but I wanted you guys to see that they are in, and there's a limited amount, and when they're gone, they're gone. So thank you very much. Have a great day. I hope you enjoy this, and I will talk to you next week. See you on Wednesday, 7 p.m. for my Facebook Live demonstration. Take care. Bye-bye.